People are wondering who will get it, who won't get it. What do you know?
That's the big question. Hoda, good morning. President Biden struck a deal with moderate Democrats to change who gets those direct payments, meaning some people who received checks in December under former President Trump will not get them now.
Is it possible to send out $2,000 stimulus checks to residents? Yes, it is. Wait a minute. This doesn't feel right. Whew, that's a lot better. Yes, $2,000 stimulus checks could be going out to residents. All of that information is right here in this video and some things that actually might shock you. Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another show where we celebrate this Christmas month and we celebrate you. If you're new to this channel, I'm your host John Muro here with True Life Investing. If you want to become part of a great family, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. I'm wearing my elf shirt. Hope that you guys like it. And I want to say thank you real fast to all of those that have commented that saying, hey John, we are the #1 fan. We love and support this channel. And because of you, I'm able to keep doing this. Thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot. So diving into the news, I'm telling you, I've been shocked by some of the things that I've come across, and I wanted to share it to you because we talk about things that are happening right here in our own backyard, not any other country, but things right here in America that affect you and me on a daily basis. So real fast, let's jump on the screen to give you all this shocking news and stimulus check update. So yes, again, I come across some more information that is strictly going to this whole COVID vaccine shots, things that are happening, whether you get it, whether you don't, and the studies that they're doing on seeing, okay, what are they involved in if they get it? What are they not involved in if they don't? Looking at the screen, unvaccinated drivers could pay more for insurance as study finds higher crash rate. A new study has found that a correlation between unvaccinated individuals and a risky behavior on the road. To me, I wanted to know who's the bright one, the Einstein, that decided to say, we need to run a study on people, how they operate behind the wheel of a car, are those that do not get vaccinated opposed to those who do get the shot. I mean, who's the genius that came up with that? Literally, look, they posted an image of a car smashed into a light pole. Like, what is this, man? Like, come on. And so avoiding vaccinations for COVID-19 could soon drive up your car insurance payment thanks to revelations from a new study. As reported by the Auto Blog, the findings that some are literally saying that the cohort of 11 million drivers comparing accident reports and vaccination status. Over the study period, there were 6,682 crashes requiring hospital care, but just 16% of the groups were unvaccinated, yet 25% of the crashes involved unvaccinated individuals. Wow, how to bring that out and make it truly seem like if you're not getting the vaccine shot, then you are the ones causing these crashes. I mean, I really honestly don't get it, but I'm really starting to see some things happen with studies that they're doing from those that are getting vaccinated and those that are not. This is only the beginning. They're going to start saying, well, those that are in school perform better if they get shots, and to those that don't get shots, their grades are higher, their attendance is better. Then they're going to move on to jobs. Well, they outperform others, those that have got a COVID shot to those that don't. They're going to start saying all of these different studies and how we're supposed to be getting this shot. And yet again, I'm going to be honest, it's been, 2 years since these shots came out. And like many of you, like me, we haven't got the shot. And guess what? I feel great. I feel amazing. Thank God, knock on wood. I feel amazing and I'm doing pretty good. And I have not had any trouble driving. I've not lost any focus. It doesn't make me want to run the stop sign. It doesn't make me want to drive faster just because I didn't get the shot. So I really don't agree with this study and what they're saying. I mean, where they're trying to impose something that it really isn't true at all, because it doesn't have anything to do with getting a COVID vaccine shot, but it's trying to be twisted that way. But enough about that. I really want you guys to make sure, and I don't have any hand sanitizer on my desk, and I need to get some. But if you have one of these doohickeys, these fantastic, beautiful blue masks, and I know it's not the best thing, but if you have one, you know, and you wear it, and make sure it's on there right and clean, maybe now is the time to start wearing it. I hope you guys can hear me. Now is the time. Let me tell you why. COVID-19 is about to explode in China. What that could mean for the United States? Well, for those in this country, you've got two states, New York and California, who have brought back this mask mandate. And many of you on this channel are saying, hey, I wear this thing whether they put a mandate or not. I'm taking precaution. Now, of course, you and I could dive deep into the whole understanding of how effective these really are, because you've seen the post. The deadliest virus that is airborne, that has killed millions of people, we're using this mask to believe that it stops it. And for like air and gas and things that are more, that are just as deadly, we have all these protective gears. I'll show you this picture. Boom. You see that? And so when you see this mask, I don't really think it does a whole lot. Maybe it's more for here than it is taking care of here. But again, it's taking precaution, and I'm not one to buck up against the rules or anything like that. That's not me. But what I am saying is maybe now is the time to really start carrying one of these around. This one's brand new. I just got it. Got a whole box. And hand sanitizer. Honestly, I think hand sanitizer will do more than a mask. And let me tell you why. When I got COVID the first time, it wasn't because I was near people that were sick. I wasn't. I was literally making sure I kept my social distance, but it was because of things that I was touching. And like I said in one of my videos, I went to a mom and pop shop restaurant to get some breakfast because, man, they make a home meal breakfast. Love it. But the lady I noticed was touching food, touching money, touching things like moving stuff around. Maybe the toast slid, maybe a biscuit slid. She would grab it, slide it back in place, and touch money. I know it's pretty gross, and I can probably promise you that a lot of restaurants do this, but I didn't think about it. And I grabbed the bag, everything she was touching, I was touching. The bag, the plate, the silverware, and I didn't think about washing my hands. Just didn't think about it. It's like, okay, it's just her. I'm telling you. And so I just didn't think about it. So I ate. Well, guess what, guys? That was on a Monday. By Wednesday, I was so sick, woke up with a headache. By Saturday, I had COVID. And I don't know when in that time I got it, but I tested positive for it, and I went to the doctor. They made me stay out in my car. Then they called me in, and then they stuck that 20-inch needle, Q-tip, up my nose. I literally felt them scratching the back of my brain. And and I'm telling you guys, it literally was a horrible experience. But the reason that I'm telling you now is the time to prepare is I don't want to wait till things get bad or they start saying, hey, do this. No, I'm already taking precaution now. COVID-19 is about to explode in China, and this is what's scary. China is likely to see an explosion of COVID-19 cases in the upcoming weeks. Experts say that the country lifts its long-standing and highly unpopular zero COVID-19 policy. China is extremely vulnerable right now because of its population, especially older adults who are the most likely to suffer severe disease, is under-vaccinated, has no natural immunity from infection, and a limited supply of treatments. Experts predict hundreds of millions of infections and as many as 1.5 million to 2 million deaths. Now, I know that during that 2020 pandemic, it was devastating. We had people, do you remember the videos of the trailers with body bags of people passing one after another? It was like, and I remember listening to some of the nurses and doctors, all they said was there was no chance. There was no chance. There was not enough air respiratory machines. There was not enough anything for people to get help. And one after one, they would pass and they would pass and they would pass. They were putting them in body bags, in these black bags, and carrying them and putting them in trailers. This was devastating. And I definitely don't want to go back to that time, but I just saw that. And you know what that means. What does that mean? That means that when it blew up in China the first time, guess where it came to? It came to America, and it hit in January. Well, guess what? Next month is January. So I'm just telling you this, guys, to be precautious. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys, wanting you to be safe, because I'm telling you, this is not a joke. This COVID is still real. The pandemic is still real. No matter how much politics and our social media tells us it's not here, I can tell you it is still here. So now let's move on to some stimulus check news. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf talks efforts to send $2,000 stimulus checks. Tom Wolf is wrapping up his tenure as Pennsylvania's governor after 2 terms and 8 years marked by a COVID shutdown, election, security questions, and a budget surplus. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic was the question of whether Pennsylvania would be able to send $2,000 stimulus checks directly to Pennsylvania residents. It came amid the federal government's popular stimulus check program that many said helped keep them in their homes and put food on their tables when the economy was shut down and workers were laid off. And that's the truth. That's the whole point of a stimulus check. It helped people keep their homes, it helped people put food on their table, and it helped when people got laid off of work. I remember my wife got laid off and I got moved from full-time to part-time. So yeah, my income went way down, and again, things were very difficult during that time. But he said something in that video that really struck my attention, and I'm telling you, it really makes me think about every other state. So let's take a watch.
He also wishes he could have gotten Pennsylvanians who make less than 80 grand $2,000 stimulus checks. He said it wasn't for lack of trying, but Republicans weren't budging.
The money would have come from federal funds. It was free money, and just send it out. And the opposing party did not want to do that. So then after the budget was passed and we had all this money, I said, here's another opportunity. Instead of using federal money, okay, let's use state money. We have plenty. It's not like we're going to have to raise anybody's taxes. Right now, with inflation, $2,000 would actually be a really nice help. I don't know why I couldn't get that done.
So like I said, he said something in that video that really caught my attention, and what it was the fact that several states have been giving free money to give to their residents. It wouldn't affect your taxes. It wouldn't affect anything. So why did they not send it out? And I get it. He can blame the Republicans all he wants. And I'm not saying that it's not the Republicans' fault. But what I'm saying is, if it's so easily free money like he's saying, then why wouldn't it make sense to send out stimulus checks to their residents? Then why didn't they send $2,000 out to every single resident that made under $80,000, low income, fixed income, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, those survivors, VA? I mean, why did not everybody get a check? And this is something that he brought up and said, listen, I know I'm leaving, but this is something that should have happened because we had every opportunity without raising taxes to send our residents $2,000. But I'm not stopping there. Guess what? So does every single state. Right here on this list, every state has the ability to send out stimulus checks to their residents. But the biggest question is, why are they not sending them? I know that there's been a handful of states who have sent money. We all know that. But yet again, why hasn't every state done that? So there again, could it be possible for $2,000 stimulus check? I'm going to tell you this. Many people think we're in a recession. Things don't look good with COVID. So there is a possibility that $2,000 stimulus checks could be on their way for anybody who makes $80,000 or less. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you much for making it to the end of this video. You get to jump in on some giveaways that we're doing right here on the 22nd of this month. We want to give back a Christmas present to 10 lucky subscribers who make sure to like and subscribe and leave their comment down below that they're the #1 fan and tell us what you would like for Christmas, a gift of $20 and under. We want to give back. We want to say thank you for all your love and support. If you want another chance to win and you like movies like we like movies, then guess which movie this quote came from.
What are you talking about? You gotta get back on duty. You're not a cop.
Yeah, you're right. I got this down the costume shop. But it can't hurt to pretend.
What a wise and
I'm telling you, it gets better and better. And yet again, because it's the Christmas month, we couldn't leave without playing this clip.
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay?
Okay.
Work is your new favorite.
Fine.
I hope that made you smile because it always makes me smile. Guys, stay tuned for more videos to come. Have a very happy day today. Stay safe, stay warm, stay sanitized. And until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.